Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Deliciously Nothing Aftershow. I am Mel Fascist Pig.
I'm Krash.
I'm Brad. Kinda.
Oh, I have to put my name in here?
Yeah.
Chicken fucker.
I'm David.
Rusty Shackelford.
A.K.A. Chicken Fucker.
Pocket sand.
Yes, I'm me, the chicken fucker. Ah, ha, ha.
I don't want any bullshit. I've been drinking all night, so.
No chicken fuckers. Anyways, man, we just watched these fucking guys just balls to the wall, just fucking play the shit, some music. Had some good comedians on, man.
Fuck yeah.
And we had Monty on.
Absolutely, and Monty told the story. Monty continued.
The dead meth lady. That's fucking good story.
We so have to go and film that wedding. I mean, we have two reverends.
I mean,
okay?
don't get fucked up about meth heads falling in love.
That's not fucked up. I think it's beautiful.
I mean,
Well, I'm glad we're on the same page.
honestly, it's not gonna work out. But it's good to have little ceremonies and whatnot.
I just can't wait till like soap operas turn to like meth stuff.
We hope the marriage
I'm
lasts
sure
longer
they-
than the
Like-
high.
I'm
like-
sure they've tried it out.
Days of Our Lives turns into like somebody's son fucking just like starts doing meth. Like where are those soap operas?
Honey,
Well,
I love you, even
hold
though
on.
you don't have any
Breaking
teeth.
Bad.
It's
I
okay.
mean, Breaking Bad. We've already went
smile's
down
so
that a little
beautiful.
bit.
I know you sold your children to fucking, CPS, but I still love you.
So I did want to ask you guys, what made you really get into music? Like, why did you start playing music?
Dude, honestly, fucking John Bon Jovi.
No shit.
Really?
John Bon Jovi, man. Fucking dude, my mom was the like biggest.
Dancing in a tutu, Bon Jovi from the 80s.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I can get behind that.
So my mom was
Sure,
like
a lot
the
of people
biggest fucking Bon Jovi fan, like hands down. She'd have raped the shit out of that
So
guy.
like, literally,
like, straight up,
like you got your dad, and like she loves your dad and whatnot.
Yeah.
But
Like,
if she ran into Bon Jovi, he's getting a blow.
yeah, no,
blowjob.
there was an understanding.
or
had.
whatever he wants.
Yeah, there was
Suck
an
Bon
understanding,
Jovi's dick.
and like my very first concert, I was like 4, maybe 5, at what's the fuck of that name of that amphitheater downtown? Not Bridgestone, but the other one.
Send.
Municipal Auditorium.
Municipal, yeah. So it was there. It was on the fucking New Jersey tour of theirs. It was in like
It's called Municipal
89.
Auditorium, but
There were a lot of cool shows there, and they have all of the ticket stubs from the old shows.
I saw the
of its
spinners there.
decoration on the building.
But yeah, like,
And who's that one guy that 2 tickets to paradise? Who the fuck?
Eddie
is that?
Money, man.
Yeah, dude, I saw Eddie Money there.
But yeah, so I was raised to love the cock rock of the 8 ladies.
Nice.
Nah, 8 ladies. Oh shit. I didn't say I wasn't drinking.
8?
8 ladies.
Are you Mormon? It's okay if you are.
No,
We've had
no,
several
no,
on.
no,
No,
no.
he's totally a moron.
He's not a Mormon. He's a moron, I tell you.
It's pretty true.
So, this
So, what about you, big dog, Flint?
Who, me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you.
What do you want to know?
Why
What-
do you
what-
play music?
What the fuck
Why
you
do I
doing
play
for?
music?
Into the mic, sir.
Pretty much.
Into the
I
mic.
mean, that's a very valid answer. That's kind of what I was
No,
wondering.
I mean,
She's like, yes, that's legit.
I think,
Lips on the mic.
Yeah, suck that black cock.
Elated, sir.
No, he's got it.
no, I think like internally in my mind,
Yeah, you just help him out.
Yeah, black things.
fucking hate you. No, I think internally in my mind, like, I have a lot of aggression, and the music is a good outlet for that. It puts me in a space where I can do it productively.
So it saves lives.
Possibly.
In a sense.
Somebody didn't die because this man was allowed to play bass tonight.
But I mean, it might have also saved his. You never know.
That's a
Why
good.
does this always come up? No, it helps me. Like in my day-to-day, days that we don't practice,
Rituals.
I feel very aggressive, right? The days we do practice, I know it's about to come out, right? So I can, when we practice, like all that shit comes out through the strings, man. You know, it's
I mean, that's why we all
It's
look
very
forward
cathartic.
to our
It's
podcast
very
as
cathartic.
well.
Hell yeah,
We
that's
look
a good
forward
answer,
to
man.
every Friday.
It's a good answer. It's a fucking release.
And so, like, in between times, like, with this man here, Brad, George, I couldn't ask for better bandmates. I really couldn't. Because they inspire me.
Yeah!
Hims loves me.
Don't clap. George doesn't need a clap. He gets all the claps anyway.
He has the clap.
Clap.
The
Or
clap.
hey, they clap.
No,
It's like a golf clap, but
they inspire
it burns
me.
when you pee.
He like totally went fucking power drill on his nuts.
Sorry, Dave, go.
No, so like the days that I'm feeling down, I don't feel like I'm worth myself, and we get together with these fine gentlemen here, it really changes my whole perspective on life.
That's amazing.
Look at that, man.
It really
Nah,
does,
like
man.
for real, my wife, like we took a couple months off, and
Fuck you guys.
like at first it was a little bit of just fresh air. It was just like okay, because I had spent personally like 4 years driving 3 times a week, 75 miles each way to practice.
Oh shit.
That's
And-
a lot of
Live
driving.
dedication.
You know,
Yeah.
like playing shows, going out of state, all kinds of shit. And so it was like we lost
Well-deserved
one of our founding members, one of our leading writers, and it was just kind of like, fuck, what do we do?
I'm sorry.
And
No, it was a good thing.
You
Yeah.
go fucking put
he-
shit bags on
the
his
dude's doing
front
good.
porch
He's writing
and you ring the
his own shit
doorbell.
now, man, and
Well, that's good.
we're able to write a little bit more of what the 4 of us want to write. So like
Well,
everything
it's
worked out for
badass.
everybody.
Everything that you guys had as songs were like worked out and fully formed, and it was
Very good.
really amazing to hear you guys play. And you
That
guys-
is mostly on this guy right here. Jay, come in the picture. Come in the picture.
Come on, Jay.
Come on.
Get your ass
It's
up.
okay to say something,
Yeah.
Jay.
But you guys also have the world's best hype man. Jorge, dude, you
hope I
were
don't owe you
like
money for that.
fucking. You had the
Yeah.
horns up and you were like dancing around. It was fucking awesome.
So Jason here is a type of guy. We've been trying to write some new tunes, and I'll play a little bit of guitar. And I wrote something that I thought was kind of cool, and he was playing something that was in the same key,
Very
close to
low.
the same, tempo. And we was trying to write something new, and he was fucking around with what he had, and I was like, "Yo, check this out. I think it's kind of close." And I showed it to him, and he's like, "Yeah, like." Then all of a sudden he starts playing some shit that's just like made my original riff look like dog shit, completely honest. But it was just like, we're writing that shit. Like,
Well, I mean, the writing process is really the process that nobody sees, but it's the most important.
So I think at this point right now, as a band, we're actually exploring that. Like we're seeing the things that we can actually come up with and how we can mold that into an actual song. And I believe that the things that we're writing now are a lot more pure to who we are. Also, just the overall vibe that we're putting off is just man,
It's
just
amazing to see you guys live.
It feels so good. Like the newer songs that we played tonight.
Which we premiered here for you guys. Just
Yeah!
First time.
Good stuff.
Yeah, the newer songs that we played here tonight, they just feel more.
Well, you guys looked very comfortable playing them. You definitely rehearsed and practiced a lot.
Well, we haven't. That's the thing. Like, I mean,
Oh.
we're probably.
that was most of we should have.
Yeah, they like some of the older songs. Obviously, we played those a lot, but a lot of the newer songs, we've only had probably 5-6 practices, maybe. I
Yeah, not many.
Realistically, I mean, we played them enough to where we feel comfortable that we can play them live.
Those were the two newest ones.
Yeah.
They're still kind of, it's weird how we start playing them and they're still kind of in a fluid state, so there's certain things we're still tweaking and stuff like that. We may change the structure around a little
Totally
bit,
understand. Yeah.
But it's an ongoing process. Once you hear it 100 times, you're like, well.
But it
maybe
sounds
I
so confident, like you would never have guessed
I
that
couldn't
they
tell
were
what
new
the
songs.
couldn't have told what the new songs were.
If you asked me to guess out of your set list, I wouldn't be able to tell you if you hadn't said so.
Awesome.
Well, I mean, thank you, but I think a lot of that comes from.
I feel like you're lying to me a little
Musicians
bit.
always critique
Well, I
themselves
mean,
too
we've
hard.
been playing together for a long time.
Right. You said
right?
that 2012 is when you guys first got
Well,
together.
George, Jay, and
These three.
myself, we've been playing together for a long time, and the band that we were playing in broke up, and I went and played with a couple other bands, and then we all kind of.
So what was the band y'all were playing in originally called?
I don't want to
Rising,
say. Yeah,
Rising from Ruin.
Yeah. I didn't want to say the name because.
We were chasing our tail for a while. We kind of knew what we had to do. Nobody can hear you, George.
Yeah,
You're literally in the back of the room.
yeah.
Come here, man.
Oh, you guys.
Sit on
He
Dave's
doesn't
lap.
wanna.
Sit on his lap. He's just the dude.
I'm too good
come
for
on.
a stool.
Come on, if it's a boner, it's a compliment.
I don't sit on a stool.
I mean, I'm just saying.
is cute. What are you doing? That's not fucking.
You put it on my shoulder, I'll laugh. I mean, I'm just saying.
Talking to the dick.
So what was the question you asked us?
Just what makes you play music? Why did you get into music? What hole does it fill? Out of the,
Tightest of holes.
I was gonna say out of the two or
Just
three.
a void of frustration. Anything you want to feel, really. I mean,
Mike's.
you can
Into
write
the
about
dick.
anything
You can hear 'em.
want because you're writing it. So basically, you're in control of that. And we have, each of us have our own freedom when it comes to that. Unless it's just really off the wall and it doesn't fit. And honestly, if you're bringing that to the table, you know it anyway. Kind of
Right.
like they might not like this, but other than that, we kind of read each other and know what it needs without having to say it, argue
That's-
about it, or conflict about it. We just kind of just falls into place, kind of,
That's the sign of a great team.
And we don't really argue or nothing like that. We never really did. We just kind of just play, man, and it's just kind of really natural.
God, just keep
Yeah.
it like that because you guys
I think
really have something
as
special.
a group, honestly, as a group, like each individual knows, like if we do something that doesn't necessarily fit with the song, we don't even have to approach the other people.
Right.
Just
Like,
check.
we just know. We just
Like nobody complimented me. That probably wasn't good. Like when nobody says, "Dude, that's a sick riff, man."
Yeah.
Nobody says anything. They're just kind of over here like, "Woo-hoo-doo-doo-doo."
But even
I
then,
know,
like,
it's
if
reading
we're
the room, man. It's
practicing
reading the
and
room.
We're running through a song. Let's just say one of the new songs. We just
You really
like
don't
if something
say
doesn't
much.
fit, we just pull it out, like individually. Like if I'm doing something, I'm like, I don't think that fits.
So who's headquarters? Who has to not make the very long trip to out in the
Him now.
garage?
And, it was.
It was him for like 5 years.
When need a bigger spot, and plus no hills, and carrying upstairs. I mean, I guess it trained us for like the roughest venues, but we're getting older now. We'd rather just walk 2 or 3 foot out of the garage.
Oh yeah. So I'll drive 50 miles. I'm just not walking those steps. That's good stuff.
Like Brad said, he drove 75 miles one way, 2 or 3 times a week for years. And Jay's drove pretty good ways too, about an hour. Yeah. And Dave, drove a while. And it's a central location at Dave's house. Everybody's like kind of driving about the same. Brad's he's just off the bump.
Yeah.
You're fucked either way. If you want to play music, you've got to just travel.
I like my property, so I'm gonna stay there.
Yeah, don't move. It's overrated.
Where we're
I hate
at right
living
now
in the
is
city
more of
so
a
much.
central location to everybody.
Yeah. Easier for us.
It works out good for me because I mean, obviously, but it's at my
Bigger
house.
space.
I mean, what's fucked up about nowadays is that all of my coworkers who work in Nashville in the city are like commuting an hour and a half to get the rent that's out in like Columbia and just out in the outer limits, and they're paying all of these gas prices just to commute and get the higher wages in Nashville.
I think a lot of that really is just the economy as a whole, right? Because I live 20 minutes from downtown. I can be downtown in 20 minutes, but normally it's an hour drive.
Right.
And a lot of that has to do with the amount of people that are coming here.
Fucking people.
Well, our infrastructure can't
Wanting
support
better
it.
lives and whatnot.
We don't have enough room. We don't have enough housing. Go the fuck home, Californians. We don't want you. You're not nice.
Why? They can just
You don't
squeeze, they
wave.
can squeeze out all the locals because they can afford it.
I
You
mean,
flake-
honestly, this kind of goes back to what we
Fuck
were talking about
Californians.
earlier. A lot of the music venues in Nashville that are staples in the music industry around here are being torn down because they have to make way for apartment buildings or condos or retail space. I mean,
It'll eventually just be house shows. I really think so. You know what I mean?
Well,
it'd be like this underground thing just to play rock music and metal and punk. Well,
used to
punk's
be
been
that
kind of had to
way.
do it for years, really. Poor guys. Poor bastards.
When I moved to East Nashville back in 2003, when I was a wee Letwin in 2003, there were a bunch of underground punk rock shows in people's houses, and they were in abundance. You could
Yeah,
find
DIY.
one every day of the fucking week. Now it's dead because you'll get a fucking noise complaint from your California neighbors.
It's true. You've got to make sure you got your neighbors in check, either on good terms or, where they like you or they're fucking scared of you. That's the only options you got.
there's a lot of people moving here because the property and the real estate is cheap.
No
right?
state income tax.
That's why they come here. They come here because it's cheap.
They sell their house out in California for, a 3,000 square foot house out in California is almost $1 million. Sell it, come out here, buy one for 500, keep 500. You got a really nice
But
house.
that screws with everybody who's been living here for a long
That's what
time.
the
They don't give a fuck.
It pushes us all the way
Why
out.
would they give a
That's
fuck?
the downside of capitalism.
And because the housing market's so narrow and there's so many people trying to buy, it ends up in bidding wars, and that's why the property value is skyrocketing
Yeah.
right now. And it's getting to where people that have lived here all their lives can't afford to live here anymore.
Yeah.
And I think, even in this
I heard years
very
ago.
candid interview that we're having right now, I mean, this is a very...
I'll tell you guys a little secret I heard a couple years ago. That this is one of those, like, conspiracy theory, look out. But they're letting all the old cities die off, like your Flint, Michigans, your Buffaloes, your New York. They're letting them all fucking kill themselves off. And they're actually turning Nashville into like a metropolis. Like where it's just an endless city just connecting to everything. And I've seen it in my years, how much it's all grown. It's like Brentwood's connected now. And it won't be long before Brentwood and Franklin and Brentwood are connected. But like Spring Hill and Franklin are almost connected. Then Spring Hill, Columbia are almost, it's turning into a fucking metropolis.
It's going to be a big city.
Well, I think,
That's what I'm
I think
saying.
it's human nature.
Megalopolis.
Yeah, I think it's human nature.
There you go, Megalopolis.
Nowhere will be affordable
will
at
not
that
stop.
point.
I think it's human nature for everybody to kind of congregate together, right? I mean, that goes back to our DNA.
to an extent.
Our DNA tells us that we're
Power
social
in
animals.
numbers, with dinosaurs
Yeah.
running around. I understand.
I mean,
But right now, in kind of the structure that we're having, as far as through cities and just social interactions between each other, this is a normal thing. The bigger cities don't see it because they're bigger, right? Nashville's a little bit on the small side.
Yeah.
Compared, fucking to Atlanta.
right.
Atlanta.
I remember when
Nashville is
Nashville,
half
like-
the size
Well,
of
at
it.
least
Only had
Atlanta
half a
has
million people.
16-lane fucking highways.
Well, but the whole thing is like it's more prevalent. It's felt more here
Right.
when this growth that they call it growth, but it's not really growth. It's just a killing off of the old,
Displacement.
it's a killing off of the old things that we all
It's gonna be all
know.
smog city for too long.
It's killing off of the things that we have grown up as normal. Right? Is that
Right.
fair?
Exactly.
If you look at the 1960s skyline of Nashville downtown versus the 2022 skyline of downtown, it is fucking astounding.
Or 2010 to now is a big
I
one.
haven't
Yeah.
looked at that one.
There's about 15 or 20 more.
Well, I read an article today. They were talking about the Cannery and Mercy Lounge.
Oh, they're done,
Cannery
man.
Row.
Yeah.
That is
Like,
such a
I
The
guess
high
we all
watt-
kind of read it today.
Right.
That's today's
So
first thing I know.
the High Watt, Cannery Ballroom, and the Mercy Lounge are all shutting down.
I cannot
And
fucking
I
believe
absolutely promise you, they're tearing that down. They're going to build a high rise there that's going to be retail on the bottom,
that. That's
apartments
what they're
on top.
doing. I hate
Mixed
it.
use,
It's a mixed use
Fucking
place,
hate it.
It's a
man.
popular thing.
Let's just
right
turn
now.
everything
So
into
it's
little
good
fucking
for
China.
us, honestly. I mean, I'm not gonna be bashful. All four of us are in the
Working
trades.
construction, so.
We work in the trade, so this is good for us. This is money for us, but it's killing the scene.
But your real life makes you angry, and the music saves you.
Yeah.
Right.
The music is.
Like,
dying.
how would you like to actually have to go where a Mercy Lounge is and now build something like? It's like, well, I gotta make a living.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just think about it.
it
Like,
fucking sucks.
I hope it don't happen to
It's
you
like
guys,
the
but
guys had
that
to
would
go
suck.
build the Domino's pizza at the Muse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm pissed because this is another fucking venue that is being taken away from
The
Nashville.
Exit In almost got taken out.
But
Yeah.
It just became Martin's.
Don't rule it out. Give it another year or so. I bet we do lose the
end,
exit in.
The Exit In, the basement east.
these are, but
Those
this
don't-
is
that's
going to be a
rational.
common thing.
So
right?
with the bigger venues, do you think it has anything to do with like the?
What do you mean bigger? Hold on.
I mean,
They're not that.
I mean like not. I don't know what you would consider bigger, like the Ryman.
Most famous for rock scene, I would say, pretty much.
Well, there's a bunch of stuff going on with Ticketmaster where they're letting people batch buy tickets to shows and resell them at very high prices
Oh,
to
yeah.
where you can't even get into any fucking shows.
For local
Wow.
bands, honestly,
Illegal scalping.
yeah, for local bands, that's not really a thing.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
and that's
so
what I
for
meant,
bands
but-
like us, like we rely on the people that love us and
Merch.
that we love, right, to come play and see our shows. So if they're not putting the money in, then
It's all gone.
no, I mean we're just playing for the other bands.
Right.
Then that's what ends up happening here in Nashville. So we go to a local show. People that live here, all our friends, all your friends, all the people listening, all their friends, right? They're all into metal, or they wouldn't be watching this show. They wouldn't give a shit about us. They don't come to our live shows for the most part. I'm not saying all of them, but for
Right.
the most part.
Yeah.
But then you go see these bands that come through, like Lamb of God, Megadeth.
Oh, everybody and their grandmother's
I
there.
went to that show,
Yeah.
and I'm looking out, and there is a sea of fucking people.
It's almost like you gotta go to those shows and just start throwing your shit everywhere. Like handing every one of them motherfuckers a sticker or something. You know what I mean?
I mean, that sounds good, but in the long run, they don't give a fuck, man.
But-
they don't care about the people that
What
they
else?
actually
What else
need.
can you do as a local musician? Just fucking blitzkrieg the famous musician shows afterwards. Just like as soon as they're handing out, hand them the pamphlet to the local musicians. You
So
know
I
what mean?
went to see Behemoth and Arch Enemy in Atlanta, and when we came out of the show, this local band in Atlanta had rented a fucking stage and had it set up outside of the fucking show. That's all playing.
what I'm talking about.
I mean, it's dope as fuck. Don't get me wrong.
Solicitation.
But in the same instance,
Where's your permit, sir?
but in the same, but right. But in the same instance, what kind of fucking? I mean, god damn, what does it take to do that? It's fucking nuts. And
Well,
this
the
is
local buzz used to also help out a whole lot fucking more.
yeah,
they
but
used to
nobody
help the
listens to the radio anymore, man.
Well, they stopped helping out, and then everybody stopped listening. When they stopped doing BuzzFest, people were just like,
They were very
why?
Yeah, they get detached.
Yeah,
That was awesome when they did BuzzFeed.
Yeah,
they were very selective with the bands that they had.
Oh
coming,
yeah, it's
right?
whoever stuck to
See
his
what the
dick,
fans-
but
Yeah, it's
still,
whoever kissed their ass the
No.
most, and then
Fans should have picked.
that would be something too.
I don't know, music
That
scene,
and Starwood shut down.
Starwood.
Star
Yeah,
Wars
they didn't have
was-
fans.
That was a big.
I saw Pearl Jam on the Riot Act tour there.
I watched
saw,
Ozfest there for years.
saw
yeah,
Poison.
you know.
You got free tickets to Poison. Nobody even wanted to go.
You know, I have a Supertramp album that I never listened to. If you wanna,
I'm good.
you like Breakfast in America? I got it
So
on vinyl.
I mean, honestly, long and the short of it is like the local scenes are dying. Period. Point blank.
Yep.
The local scene here in the town that we all live in and that we all love
Well,
is fucking dying.
the big money
And
makers.
these motherfuckers that are coming in or putting apartments in are 100% to blame. Every time they come in and they buy these real estate, because that's how they look at it, it's just real estate. They buy this and they're saying, well, we're looking to preserve the local scene. No, the fuck they're not.
No.
They could give a fuck about the local scene. They're looking at green dollar signs.
Profit.
And that is exactly what's
Like it's
happening
all-
now.
That's
So
why
all
they
these
went above.
places that you love to go see, Marathon, the basement, you know, the inn, the exit inn, all these
No.
places, they're gonna fucking go
Yeah,
away.
they
I
already
know.
tried to do away with the exit in one time, but people started tripping pretty
Yeah.
hard.
All
And
these
make
places are
decisions.
going away. So if you want a candid fucking interview, this is the woman, because this is the state of the
Music.
Nashville music scene.
Well,
right
well, just bands
It's
will have
not
to,
music
bands will have to
today.
get together and just do their own shows.
But nobody
You know what I
gives a
mean?
fuck.
That's
the
another
problem.
thing too. Yeah.
Nobody gives a
running out of
fuck.
venues to do it at too.
Yeah.
We
How you
do
gonna
rent-
protest?
Rent out Bridgestone or something?
Yeah, you're gonna fucking stand
No,
outside
you-
of Bridgetown and be like,
Just
big
go to
corporations suck. They don't give a
go,
fuck. 'cause
go to the
people
local
that-
Elks Lodge and just put your money in.
Right, but the people that go to see these shows, like they'll pay
Huh.
$60 to go see Lamb of God and Megadeth. I'm not.
Dude, you're preaching to the choir. I'm just trying to think of new ideas. If
Right.
somebody's gonna have to be innovative.
But nobody gives a fuck. That's the problem.
I totally agree with you, man. I've been doing
We
this
give
for
a
years.
fuck.
It's
Band-
nobody gives a fuck. I've
Yeah.
said the same thing for the last 10 years.
Nobody
Like
gives a
nobody
fuck.
gives a
Bands
fuck.
like the bands like us, they care, man, because they realize what it is. But in the end, nobody cares, man.
You gotta get on TikTok and make them give a fuck. That's the times have changed, really. You know,
Jay,
it is sad.
You want to give your opinion on TikTok?
No, I agree.
It's a
Jay does not get
data
on
mining
TikTok.
app that is being rented out by foreign governments to collect data.
Look at them Americans. Aliens have been doing it for years. They've been watching us.
There was
We're
actually
insane.
a software engineer that like reverse engineered the app and looked into the coding of TikTok and like all of the permissions that
Yeah.
your phone gives it and
It's
the
the
data it
worst one
collects,
on the
and
market.
it's
Wow.
worse than Facebook.
Worse than
Well,
Zuckerberg?
on top of that,
Yeah,
it's
worse than
kind of
the Zuck.
designed like psychologically to shorten your attention span.
Absolutely.
Just watching
Yup.
a short little video,
Yup.
short little video.
I
that
mean,
never stops.
Vine did
I
that
understand.
too, but like Vine died out and was replaced by TikTok.
Yeah.
But Vine was at least owned here.
I know what you mean. Like, I'll wake up in the morning, and next thing you know, I'm looking at 30-second clips while taking a shit.
Well, there's
And next thing you know,
Facebook
it's like, what
Shorts.
the hell, man? I'm running late for work.
Yeah.
I ain't even took a shower yet.
Every single social media platform has followed suit. Snapchat has it, Facebook has it, YouTube has it. Every single one of them has shorts.
Well, that's the damned information right there.
Psychologically effective.
It gives everybody a voice that doesn't deserve a voice.
That's true,
Let's
too.
be real.
That is
Well,
true.
it's not always the case because we rely on the platform too, but the voices that speak the loudest truth are silenced by the corporation that owns Google.
Well, they get
because
fact-checked
YouTube
now.
is Google owned.
I don't think people want to hear the truth.
Ignorance,
they do.
ignorance is bliss.
No,
You don't want to know that there's only like 13 families that control everything.
There is a good majority of people that want to hear the truth, but in the end,
I think that we are.
there's a vast majority that don't want to know the truth.
Yep.
We're getting
They
to
want
an
to live in their fucking world.
Nobody wants to be a shepherd no more. They just want to be sheep.
But we're getting to an
Pay 10
age where
grand for
people
a
are getting
smartphone,
pissed
so.
off and frustrated
But
about
they
it
do
because
it.
it's only getting
But they
worse.
fucking do it though. You know, like they fucking people still.
I mean, now, like, it's dying down a little bit, but remember the crave where every motherfucker, every time they went out to eat, they had to take a picture of their fucking food and post it for everybody?
And all of the videos
I
that
mean,
came out of
you know.
people stirring the food right as they're trying to take the picture.
But
Oh,
the,
it's so
the
good.
only reason that went away is because the vast majority of people ridiculed it.
Oh, yeah. And duck face, or
But I guarantee
I
you,
hate that
Away with
shit.
that.
right? But I guarantee you, if nobody had fucking said anything about duck face,
Wank.
that would be the new
bitches would still
thing.
be doing that on
The
fucking.
new thing. The
Well, they
duck
get a
face.
filter that makes it look like they're doing it because everybody wants lip fillers now thanks to the Kardashians.
Nobody cares.
Oh, yeah.
That's another fucking.
I saw where the one
problem.
Kardashian started some trend. It was fucking motherfuckers up.
Sucking
out of the bottle to make your
It's
lips-
called-
Sucking dick, yeah.
No,
they
it's
did-
the
they did make
Kylie
that
Jenner
trend.
lip
That's nothing
challenge.
new.
It's where they would take a water bottle and they would put their lips to it and make suction to where they
You
like
keep sucking your
busted
lips
the
in, and then your
fucking-
lips
It
pop
wrecks-
out. They're all
it wrecks
huge.
the blood vessels in your lips
Mhm.
and it fills up with blood and it's all bruised up.
Yeah, it looks nasty.
Terrible.
But
Looks
you know
looks
the fucked
pure
up thing
retarded.
is,
Like never go
people
full
watch
blown
that.
retarded, and they just went full blown retarded.
People fucking watch that, and they will choose that over fucking intellectual entertainment. Like, I want to see this bitch fucking suck her lips into the back of her head.
It's idiocracy.
Oh,
It is.
Oh,
absolutely.
That movie hurts.
It's
it
true.
does.
And,
We're there, man.
all right, this one goes
We are
in your
so
mouth.
close to there. It's
No, we're
one
there.
goes in your
like
butt.
2 generations from there.
One.
What are plants want? Electrolyte.
How do we know that the AI hasn't already taken over?
You
the
mean
internet?
toilet
It's
water?
not just fucking with us right
Why
now.
would we put toilet water on the plants?
Well, I'm
That-
gonna
It's
say
got
that
fur.
the
It's got
most
fur.
scary thing is that when they go to the future in the first Terminator and everything is fucked up, it's 2027. I think 5 years from now we could be there where it's like the skulls on
Oh,
the
with the
ground
drones and shit?
Yeah.
And you got Boston Dynamics up there making fucking robots can fucking jump 20 foot in the air and do
What
a
about
backflip
Parkour.
and break your
They
fucking
can do
neck.
Parkour.
That's what I'm saying.
The
It's,
Tesla butler that, don't worry, you can outrun your home assistant. Why do I need to know that I can outrun my home robot, Elon?
Exactly.
Tell me why I need to know that.
I mean, because you can run. He could just keep going
Yeah.
at the same pace like fucking
They
Jason
have a
and Michael
top-
Myers. You know
top
what I
speed
mean?
of 5
He's
miles
gonna
per
catch
hour.
you eventually.
He's gonna catch you.
Whichever wins the race.
It Follows. Anybody ever watch that movie? That's a fucked up movie.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
It Follows is you gotta have somebody have sex with you before it catches you, and then
there's
it
a problem.
follows the person you had sex with, and it just keeps on going. It's a fucked up movie,
I
dude.
mean,
Like it's talking about like
Is this a herpes documentary?
no, it's exactly what I just told you. It's like this demon
Fuck
that
you, but
yeah, it's like you gotta go fuck somebody to get to put the demon on them.
Critters.
It's called It Follows. It's a fucking great movie, but it's
Gotcha,
fucking
bitch.
creepy. Talk about fuck your buddy over.
You watch that on Pornhub?
No. It's not all about
Brazers.
that. It's more about like the demon catching your ass.
I think there's gonna be a big vacuum that comes within the next year or so. I think a lot of the local acts and a lot of the local people are getting fed up with this shit. And if they're not, then whatever. But in the end, Nashville is known for being Music City. But they're only catering to one music.
Country music.
Oh,
city.
Pop country.
Yeah.
Stadium country.
You got people playing country music that ain't even from the country. I know. I'm pretty aware of
from
it.
Canada.
From Australia.
From Australia, yeah.
There's plenty
I
of
was
country
born in New York
Canada.
City.
Yeah, there's a lot of country in Canada, no doubt.
A lot of country, eh?
Eh?
I heard today they got 20 cases of fucking monkeypox in fucking Canada.
What the fuck is monkeypox?
Exactly.
Monkeys in Canada? Like other than in Canada?
It's supposed to be some sort of like rapid
Trudeau did
skin
this.
infection that makes you just get fucking itchy and fucked up.
Like chicken pox. Got monkeypox.
Bro, I've
Monkey
had
bugs.
that. I swear I've had the monkeypox.
He's the carrier, like patient zero over here.
He only says that because he got herpes from a monkey.
Oh, that dirty, dirty monkey.
It was from a cow, but whatever.
Well, that'd be mad cow disease.
Not to take the air out of the conversation because that's what seems like what happened just now.
So you're from Flint, Michigan.
I'm from Flint, Michigan.
Where are you from?
Originally, I'm from the Eastern Shore of Maryland. But
Where are you from? Clarksville. Clarksville.
Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana.
Gary. I bet you and Michael, did you ever hang out with the Jacksons up there in Gary?
Yeah.
No.
Having houses that are on the same block, we hang out in there and shit.
No. Oh.
Your mom.
Confession's been made.
Your mom was neighbors with them.
Yeah, your mom.
Your mom.
Yeah.
Your
I love how we go from being
Your mom
like
was.
fucked up locals in the area to the Jacksons.
To your
Oh, wait till it's next.
They got a print set up around. It's like a memorial.
They done turned into like the Polk home in Columbia. Like visit the Polk home. He was the president back in the day. Blah,
Go
nobody
visit
cares.
the fucking Hermitage. Yeah, fuck that dude.
Nobody cares.
Take him off the $20 bill. He's a piece of shit.
What was it? It was Andrew Jackson actually visited where the Bell Witch was going on.
Stonewall Jackson.
Was it Stonewall Jackson?
Yeah.
All right.
Andrew-
I have my Jacksons down
Andrew
though.
Jackson's the one that signed off on the Trail of Tears. That's
Oh,
that
fuck
Jackson.
that guy.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Only a third of them died, you know.
I know. I wonder how they died.
It wasn't the blankets that time. The smallpox blankets. Anyway.
God bless
America.
America.
I got serious.
Somebody's
real quick.
got to bless it.
So look, somebody ask us some fucking questions, man. I mean,
Well,
Questions.
yeah. You want to know?
Have you ever swam in the ocean?
Yes, of course.
fuck that.
Have you ever wanted to be an astronaut?
No.
Not really.
I
Have
think
you
that's-
ever starred in a greasy
Yes.
underground porno?
Yes. Soup kitchen.
Not yet.
Soup kitchen?
Do
No.
Guitar player.
Do selfies count?
Guitar player. I noticed tonight I couldn't find no influences when I hear guitar players. I can understand, who they like to listen to.
Yeah.
You, I couldn't figure that out tonight. I figured you were straight up badass.
You?
I was really watching your.
Well, thank you very much. So I'm guessing you want to know some of my influences?
Yes.
Metallica.
There you go.
Shout out to Metallica. And
Metallica.
Pantera,
Fuck yeah.
Sepultura,
Walk.
Slipknot. I could go on and on, but
Right.
like bands like even more modern bands like Kill Switch and
Captain Geach and the Shrimp Shack
All That
Shooters.
Remains.
What about some Tool?
I love Tool for sure.
So, do you listen to any post-hardcore? Because, like, some of your riffs are kind of like, not to be pretentious and kind of emo, but
Kinda
like,
sounds like you're
pierce
doing
the
it.
veil.
I mean, I've heard a lot of those bands like in passing. I was never like hardcore into any of those. There's so many bands out there. It's hard to be, into all of them.
Like the Warped
as
Tour
much
lineup.
as I mean, some of it, yeah, especially.
Minus the pop punk shit.
Yeah, Protest the Hero wasn't on the Warped Tour, and I was a big fan
I
of that.
never got to go to Warped Tour, and that's the one thing I feel robbed of. But it was a corporate gig. It was Vans. Vans
Yeah,
is the one that
Vans.
sponsored it.
Yep.
Jorge. We were talking earlier. Said something about AC/DC. Bon Scott or Brian Johnson?
Bon Scott.
Bon Scott.
I
I can't believe you didn't know who
who
you'd rather get anally raped by.
I like
Whoa!
them
Don't say that word. Don't say that word.
I like them both because
You ruined the whole episode.
Bon Scott.
He said graped by.
Completely
Bon
demonetized.
Scott referred Brian Johnson as his replacement if anything ever happened.
Yep.
So that for that I kind of like them both.
And then Brian
But I like
Johnson
Bon
killed him.
better.
What would you
call him Dave?
What would you say your favorite singer of Black Sabbath is?
Ozzy.
Okay.
I like Dio.
Oh, God damn it.
Get the fuck out of here.
Why don't you holy dive out the front door?
Like, I love Dio solo, but like Dio Savage.
No, I'm not saying I like
Compared,
him.
no.
I like those. I mean, I like Ozzy the best, but I mean, I like Dio too.
Well, yeah.
Do you like Aerosmith? I like Steven Tyler.
He wants to suck Steven Tyler's
Like,
dick.
you seen him live? You seen him live when he was a kid?
I
They're
caught
pretty
him
good
jerking
band,
off
but,
to a hit
I've
premiere,
never seen him live, so-
1978.
Didn't he buy a 13-year-old or
With,
something like
with
that?
STP?
Any Faith No More fans?
Tom Petty.
Tom Petty.
Fuck yeah, that
Oh,
sounds
yeah.
It's
amazing.
a really good show.
That
Any
does sound
like
awesome.
I said, any Faith No More fans?
I can dig
Yeah,
him.
my
Faith No
fucking
More?
dad.
I can dig him. Not a.
Face
But-
Shout out to my
fan.
dad, by the way. His birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday.
Happy
you old
birthday!
fuck.
Dad.
Thank you for getting me into audio.
I hope you get to kiss somebody you love on your birthday.
Alright, it's time.
Well, I guess fuck you all. Good night.
Yeah. Good night, everybody. Fuck you!
Good night.
I've lost my faith in the human race. Oh, but I still believe in you. Deliciously nothing. Deliciously nothing. Deliciously nothing.
Saturday, May 28th, Summer Festering 2022. Buff Daddy will be at Malice Haunted Attraction, 1777 Nix Road, Belfast, Tennessee, 37091. Doors open at 10 a.m. and music starts at 11 a.m. And come see the special guest host, Buff Daddy himself. Come see Buff Bagwell. We're going to be taking pictures, having fun, kissing babies, shaking hands. I'm a people person and I love people. So just come on out, man, and just have a good time with us. It's going to be a great time for everybody. And I'll see you guys just happy as can be. I'll see you guys on the 28th. See you guys so much. All right. Love y'all.
Welcome to Untouchable Wrestling Federation. We are DMP, and we're about to fuck up Who Dat. Who Dat, who you, fuck you.